Coming to you live from Southern California, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch. And on the hill in this one, Dustin May. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Ready to go? And now it's going to be Ian Happ.
Ian Happ.
That one finds the zone, and we're underway. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Up the middle, Edman. Throws to first. One up, one down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Well, this guy commands a lot of attention, both at the plate and on the bases. When you talk about that game-changing speed, it really is a distraction. And I tell you what, when I had teammates that had that kind of speed, I loved hitting behind them because, you know, many times they were in scoring position, so easier RBIs to get. Nice player right here, leading the National League in stolen bases.
One out, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ball one there.
1-2.
To the right side, Edman. 2 up, 2 down.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
May delivers. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2 is the count.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
There's the strike.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Teoscar Hernandez.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Mookie Betts in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Rips that one to right. Tucker pulls it down, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Here is Freddie Freeman. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. And there's a ball. That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one popped up. Shaw makes the catch, inning over. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Nico Hoerner. May back to work. Hoerner, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
High fly ball out to left field. Makes the catch for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting sixth, catcher Carson Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. No score here in the second. just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Bounce to the left side. Betts tosses across to first. It's the catcher by a step. So singing a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang play.
Michael Busch in the box now. No balls and a strike. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
And that's down and away. That's off the mark, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Boyd winds and deals. And that one is downstairs. 1-1. Foul ball there.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes Max Muncy. That misses.
No, that's it.
1-0. Muncy working through some struggles lately. On the ground to first. And foul ball.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
That's the ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
The batter now will be Will Smith. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This one high in the air to left center. Crow Armstrong moves after it and makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And that one fouled off. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
That one fouled off. Matt Shaw.
Runner.
Here goes the runner. Pitch is high. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
The 1-0. On the ground to the
That's
left.
foul.
And it goes just foul. That catches the corner.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're really trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Everything in that at-bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course, that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
On the ground right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 so far. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
To first, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cubs, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And another ball. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. And that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 1 down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Andy Pajes digs in now. That's in there. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just missed.
Ball.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Keeps the inning alive, and now Shohei Ohtani to the plate. We see Shohei step in the box now. He's already homered today, which isn't a surprise for the player who hits the ball harder than just about anyone.
Yeah, and that's not hyperbole, Boog. StatCast numbers back it up. Ohtani launched more home runs at 115 miles per hour or faster than anyone else in the league these last few years.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Betts in the box now. Takes strike 1. And Mookie takes. And he pumps it a strike.
1-2.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
This one in the air, right field. Pajes sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck left field. Ranging back. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Horner batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And now the count is even. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeman. He's got it. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're midway in the 4th. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom of the 4th. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's just trying to stay with the plan. And that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. This one popped up right side. Horner. He's there. He's got it. Then there's one down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. One down, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Gone! An absolute smash to left. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 1-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. Muncy digs in. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Late swing, foul to the left. And 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Into center and a base hit. And that extends the inning. And here is Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to the right side. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. And that keeps the inning alive.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Edman swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Next offering is outside. And it is 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fastball for a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that will end the inning. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. May back to work. Headed towards the corner. Hernandez on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one way inside. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Walked his first time. On the ground, right side. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. Out on a bang-bang play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Matt. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Cubs lead one, and it remains 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Hammered on a line to left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Next to the dish is Freddie. 0 for 2 in this one. Clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Slider misses outside. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Here comes Pages around third. 1 runs in, coming home. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Max Muncy. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ripped, but it curls foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Freeman at second with 2 down. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ian Happ. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, these Cubs definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is...
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. 3rd home run of the season. It's 3-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Has grounded out a couple of times. In the air, right field. Hernandez makes the catch. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. That's outside.
No, that's out.
And that's ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back there. Bangs off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Swanson digs in. This one in the air. Freeman settles under it. Nabs it. And there are two down. So here's Horner now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Edmund. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Colin Ray.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Will Smith to the plate. Called strike right there.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Swings and misses. One gone here. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
And that one fouled off. Got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
That's in there, and that is strike one. Right through there for a strike. Just misses. 1-2 the count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Brings it in for the third out. Dodgers. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Blake Trinan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now fly ball to right center. Pajes sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and a quick out, number one.
First baseman,
Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Line drive, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Crow Armstrong in the box now. Takes strike one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. And now 1 and 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Outside low. Now 2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds, and it's a full count. The tying run at the plate. Runner on the go. Stays alive. The kick, the 3-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And now they trail by 1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Back to the top of the order now. Ian Happ up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And downstairs.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Activity in the bullpen. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Yates also throwing. 2 outs. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And delivers outside.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Lake Trinan departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Kirby Yates gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Suzuki, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He sends it out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 5-3.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Kyle Tucker. In the air out towards right center. Pajes on the move to the alley. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's now 5-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Center fielder, Andy Pajes.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. That one
Ball,
missed.
that's low.
Fastball for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. To the right side, and foul ball. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's in.
Inside. And it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Throws to first in time, and they get Ohtani for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Swung on, belted. That's back. On the warning track, and hauls it in. 3 up, 3 down that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cubs 5 and the Dodgers 3. And we're back. And now it's Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Yates back to work. Yates, 37 years young. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Breaking ball inside. And the count even 1-1. Swanson tries to hold up, appeal to first. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller.
Ball.
Three-two
That's the
now.
ball. Count is full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball popped up. One down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Kelly stands in now, looks at that one inside. Man at first, 1 away.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Very high with that one. And a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-2 the count.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Runner takes off. Ripped to short. Oh, the throw is over his head. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. And a foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That clips the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swanson at third. Kelly over at first with 1 away. Next pitch is inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Way high.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Well struck right field. Hernandez raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 3-run lead.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kirby Yates won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Alex Vesia.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here is Pete Crow Armstrong. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it's off the batter's eye. He flexes his power with that swing. 3rd home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 8-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And the batter now, Matt Shaw. On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 8-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Porter Hodge. He's pitching on 2 days rest. So now it's Freddie Freeman.
First baseman, number 5.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And in one hops the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now it's Max Muncy, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. This one in the air. Bush has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 2 down. And up to the plate is Will Smith, 1 for 3. First offering, and it just misses. There's a strike, 95 of that one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3. So the Dodgers leave one. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And it's fouled away.
Ball.
Happ lays
2-1.
off. That one out to right. Hernandez settles underneath it. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered here in this one. Just
Outside. That's the
missed.
ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next pitch
No, that
misses.
missed. That's a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball. Fastball for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Good plate appearance
Ball 4,
there.
take your base.
Able to take the walk.
Now batting right fielder,
So a man
Kyle
aboard.
Tucker.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. That's off the
That's
inside
ball.
corner. And that is ball 1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fought off foul. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch.
And that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Now at the plate, Nico Horner. Swing and a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Save. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Alex Vesia gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Pajes going back on this one. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. It's now 11-3.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Now here is Michael Busch. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Kelly on third. Busch on at first with 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. Fair ball. In comes the run from third to add on. First and second, 2 down. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. And that is out of play. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Two on, 2 outs.
Full count.
Swinging at ball 4 that was off the outside edge. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Cubs 12 and the Dodgers 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Brad Keller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Michael Conforto will climb in. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Just missed. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. In there at the knees. Strike 1. And a foul ball. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. This one chopped up the middle. Swanson. Now the throw to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
The center fielder, Andy Pajes.
So it's their last chance in this one. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And this is inside. Just missed. And that one missing low. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final, 12-3. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.